is selling lab equipment. In the past, he's worked in local media and politics. He likes to work with organizations and individuals who are committed to causing trouble. He is married with 2 teenagers, which means he likes to work with organizations and individuals who are committed to causing trouble. Nat Measley is an employee of the Fun Department. The company can be described as a consulting firm that helps companies connect with their leaders and employees by making the workplace more fun, including playing Giant Jenga, Cash Cubicle, Murder Mystery, Ultimate Pictionary. They're like ropes and ladders and restraints, and cup stacking tournaments. For our final presentation on the first half, before we return to beer and networking, please welcome Ken Grant and Nat Measley.
Presenting Kids Don't Try This at Home. Okay, so August 31st, 2009, a normal Monday, an average Monday, a Monday just like any other. I get up, I'm on my way to work, I've got my to-do list all set. Are we moving it? Okay, there we go. So it's Monday, August 31st, and I've got my to-do list all set. My to-do list for the week. First thing I need to do is call up the Nobel Prize Committee and make sure that somebody using, is this better? Somebody using chromatography gets nominated for the Nobel Prize. We also need to submit our company video to the Marketing Hall of Fame and check CSI, make sure that they're using some more of our products. And as you can see, a couple of those goals got met. Yes, 3 scientists were given the Nobel Prize for using chromatography in medicine. And our video, The Adventures of Anna Latek, is now in the Viral Marketing Hall of Fame. There was one thing that was not on my to-do list that week, and that was to organize the first urban prank in the state of Delaware. That happened because of Nat. Nat, you should already be up here.
We'll give you a call.
Oh, okay.
Part of the presentation.
All right. So Nat gives me a call on that Monday at noon.
Hey, Ken, I'm waiting for the slot change. What have you been doing?
Well, I'm waiting for you. Oh, there we go. There's Nat. Nat works at the Fun Department. He calls me up at noon. And what does Matt say?
I said,
hey, Ken, what's going on? What are you up to today, this Monday?
Hey, I was just watching some of those great videos that you were telling us about that from Improv Everywhere. That is an awesome thing. I mean, they go out there and they do all kinds of crazy, wild stunts and everything. Wouldn't it be cool to do something like that here in Delaware?
A great viral thing, Ken. I think that would be absolutely fantastic. I tell you what are you doing Friday? You want to try to put one together?
Could we really do that? I mean, you know, there's a lot of questions to ask here. I mean, in Delaware, are they ready for something like this?
Ooh, good question.
Could we pull something like this off? If so, where would we do it? How many people do we need? I mean, 40 people, 50 people, 60 people?
Well, Ken, you're the viral king. Why don't you send out an email to all of your friends? And I wanted to get a feel for if people are interested in doing something like that.
1 o'clock, we send out an email. By 2 o'clock, we have responses. By 2:30, we've got businesses signed up. Thanks to Brian Sourich you saw earlier, Whitney Hoffman you saw earlier. This was just an awesome thing, and it was rolling. But wait! We have a consideration, don't we? If we're going to do this in Newark, what's the city of Newark going to think?
They might be kind of upset, Ken.
They might be. We're going to be disrupting traffic. We're going to be doing business.
But we're not going to be anything really intrusive. Why don't we contact the city of Newark, Ken, and make sure it's okay?
That sounds good. I'm going to call up my friend Paul Pomeroy, city councilman for the city of Newark. And I said, hey, Paul, what do you think? This Friday, can we have a little fun there in the city of Newark? Paul said, absolutely. And he gave me the number to call there at the city. They hooked us all up, made sure that nobody's cars got towed while we were doing this. Just having a really good time. So then the News Journal gets in on this. Gary Solzman at the News Journal says, I want to write about this. So we have to have this planning meeting right out here that you can see. And Barry Schleicher from the Newark Film Festival, hold this up here. Okay, is helping out there, and you can see Nat just doing his thing. He's attached to that thing, and on Friday morning, 200 people show up for the first Newark Freeze. Nat, tell them how that freeze went.
Well, Ken, it's one thing just to do a freeze and just tell people to go out into Main Street on Newark and do a freeze, but when what you really have to do is make sure people follow the freeze rules because we don't want to be intrusive into Main Street traffic. Now, yes, we did plan this for the absolute middle of the change of classes at the University of Delaware. Our boundaries were Grottoes on Main Street to California Tortilla, which is about a 125-yard span on both sides of Main Street. We had people in varying positions frozen, kissing, smooching, walking across the street, frozen in time. We had a signal we gave all of our freezers. At that point, they were to freeze for 5 minutes without moving. They did it. We gave them the exit signal, and
by the way, these are my kids.
These are kids.
Justin playing guitar, Kelsey, they're in the green. Just
all frozen, can't tell. It's a picture. For 5 minutes they were frozen. They were told, of course, don't be in the street, don't be in the way of businesses, don't be holding a pizza man's door open, and he gets mad because his air conditioning goes up throughout the roof. Ken had a quick note about Whitney. She was our absolute first person to respond to that email that was sent out on Monday. She said, what, something fun on a Friday? I'm in.
Yes.
So she was there.
So
needless to say, 200 people all frozen on Main Street in Newark. So from
a Monday phone call, we get a Friday freeze, we get live interviews with Rick Jensen on WDEO, we get 2 articles in the newsroom, an article in the New York Post, 200 new friends. If you were there, stand up right now.
And freeze.
And freeze. All right. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I want to offer this quote from Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium. Your life is an occasion. Rise up to it. You, if we can do this,
especially Ken and I,
trust me, if we can do this in a week, there is no limit to what you can do. So you, go out and create your own event. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't do it. Press forward with passion, with fun, with excitement, and change the world.
Thank you very much, everyone. On the next road, we're coming to Wilmington very soon.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's the video.
Some people thought the world was ending.